Picture this for a second. You're 43 years old. It's a quiet Tuesday night. The house is finally calm. The kids are asleep. The TV is off. And you do something you've been avoiding for months. You log into your retirement account. The screen loads. You look at the number. And then you just sit there. Because the number's staring back at you after 20 years of working, after years of doing what you thought was responsible, is roughly the price of a used Honda Accord. And the worst part? It's not that you've been reckless. You've always had a decent job. You don't gamble money away. You're not buying luxury watches or blowing cash every weekend. You did everything you were supposed to do. And yet somehow, you're in your 40s wondering where the time went and why the future suddenly feels expensive. If that scenario made your stomach drop even a little, then this video is for you. Because today we're going to walk through the major money milestones you need to hit in your 40s. Not the motivational Instagram version. I'm talking about the uncomfortable ones, the ones backed by real math. Because your 40s aren't a crisis, but they are a window, and windows close. Before we get into the milestones, let me introduce you to someone. Let's call him David. David is 43. He earns about $95,000 a year. Solid income. He's married. 2 kids. One is in middle school. The other is getting close to high school. He has a mortgage he can manage. 2 car payments he's not thrilled about. And inside his retirement account, about $87,000. He's not broke. He's not irresponsible. He's just floating, doing okay-ish. And as we're about to see, okay-ish can quietly become a huge financial problem. Milestone 1, know where you actually stand. Let's start with the most uncomfortable number in this entire conversation. According to research from Fidelity Investments, one of the largest retirement managers in the United States, you should have 3 times your annual salary saved by age 40, 6 times your salary saved by age 50. Now let's go back to David. He earns $95,000 per year. So by age 40, he should have around $285,000 saved. By age 50, about $570,000. But remember, David has $87,000. That's not a little behind. That's a $200,000 gap before age 50 even enters the picture. Now, before you feel too shocked, there's something even more surprising. Data from the Federal Reserve System shows that the median retirement savings for Americans aged 35 to 44 is only around $60,000, which means David is actually doing better than many people. But that's not comforting. That just tells you how widespread the problem really is. And here's why your 40s matter so much. Time. A 25-year-old trying to reach $1 million by retirement might only need to invest about $380 per month. A 40-year-old trying to reach the exact same goal needs to invest over $1,200 every month. Same goal, same return, but waiting 15 years costs you $850 extra every single month. That's the price of lost compounding. So milestone number 1 is simple. Log in today, add up every retirement account you have, then compare it to 3 times your salary. Whatever gap you see, that gap is now your project for this decade. Milestone 2, kill the right debt. Debt in your 40s usually looks very different than debt in your 20s. It's not just credit cards anymore. It's a mix of everything. Credit cards, student loans, car payments, and sometimes all 3 at once. Right now, the average credit card balance for people in their 40s is around $9,000. And interest rates on those cards? Often 20% or higher. Think about that. If your credit card charges 22% interest, paying that debt off is basically a guaranteed 22% return. The stock market historically averages around 8 to 10%. So trying to invest while carrying high-interest credit card debt is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. Next up, car loans. This one hurts people quietly. 2 car payments can easily reach $1,300 or $1,400 a month. That's nearly $17,000 a year going into something that loses value every single day. If that same money was invested instead, over decades it could grow into over $1 million. Your car won't. So the order matters. First, eliminate high-interest credit card debt. Second, attack expensive car payments. Third, put an end date on student loans. Debt should not follow you into your 50s. Milestone 3, create a will. This next milestone surprises people. Only about 24% of Americans actually have a will, which means the majority of people with homes, kids, Retirement accounts have no estate plan at all. When someone dies without a will, their assets go through probate court. That process can take months or even years. It can cost tens of thousands in legal fees, and the court decides who gets what, not you. A simple estate plan usually includes a will, power of attorney, healthcare directive. And once it's done, you don't have to think about it again for years. But there's one detail many people miss. Forgets to update that form. The money forgets to update that form. The money could go to the wrong person entirely. So milestone 3 is simple. Check your beneficiaries and create a basic estate plan. Milestone 4, life insurance. About half of Americans in their 40s have no life insurance at all, and among those who do, many are underinsured. A common guideline is 10 to 12 times your annual income in coverage. So if someone earns $100,000 a year, they may need roughly $1 million in coverage. And here's something most people don't realize. Life insurance gets more expensive every single year you wait, sometimes by 8 to 10% per year. And if your health changes, you might not qualify at all. That's why many financial planners recommend simple term insurance. It's affordable, it's straightforward, and it protects your family during the years they depend on your income. Milestone 5, retirement before college. If you're a parent, this next one can feel uncomfortable, but the math is clear. Always prioritize retirement before college savings. Not because your child's education isn't important, but because there are loans for college. There are no loans for retirement. If parents sacrifice retirement for tuition, they may end up financially dependent on their children later, which is the exact opposite of what they intended. Secure your future first. Then, help with education if possible. Milestone 6, the mortgage question. Many people in their 40s feel an emotional pull to pay off their mortgage early. And psychologically, that feels amazing. But financially, the math can be different. If someone locked in a mortgage below 4% interest, investing extra money may produce far greater long-term returns. Historically, diversified stock investments have averaged around 8% annually, which means your money may grow faster in investments than it saves in mortgage interest. So the decision isn't emotional, it's mathematical. Milestone 7, max, your retirement contributions. Right now, the 401k contribution limit for workers under 50 is around $23,500 per year. Most people contribute far less. But once you turn 50, the government allows catch-up contributions. That means you can invest thousands more every year into retirement accounts. And over time, that extra investing can grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the trap. People assume they'll start saving more later. Then life gets busy. College expenses, aging parents, home repairs, and that plan never happens. So the best strategy? Increase contributions a little at a time, even 1% more per year. Automate it. Remove the decision entirely. Final thought. Your 40s aren't too late, but they are a turning point, because this is the decade where small financial decisions suddenly become very large outcomes. Ignore the numbers, and retirement becomes a stressful math problem. Face them now, and the future becomes something very different. Something calmer, something stable, something you actually look forward to. And if you want more videos that break down money, investing, and real financial strategies in a simple way, subscribe to Palik Invests, because understanding money is the first step toward controlling it.